Hi folks, I'm Joe with Premier One Supplies, and today we're going to put together our QuickClean Chick Brooder. The tools I have with me are a pair of 8mm and 10mm box wrenches, a Phillips head screwdriver, a screw gun with bit for affixing the 8mm bolts, a set of instructions, and a boxed up brooder. Let's get started. We'll briefly go over the parts for the brooder. We have the lid, the heat lamp holder. This is a box of parts and pieces, so that has your bolts, screws, brackets, and a piece of cable for the lid. This is the grate in the bottom of the brooder. 2 side panels and 2 other side panels. So for the long side and the short sides, I have 4 legs made out of square tubing and 1 manure catch tray. The long side panels are labeled in the instructions as panels B and C. The difference in panels B and C is that the C panel has this slot in it, and that will act as the indicator for the back of the brooder. So before assembling any of these pieces, just make sure you have them in the right orientation. And then also, the end panels, there's a little ridge for the manure tray to sit on. And also note that the Premier logo will face away from the brooder when assembled. Another note on this is with the slotted panel, this will act as the back of the brooder. There are holes in the back or in the side of the end panels, and they will go towards panel C. So we're going to assemble our side panels and end panels. This is my front side panel. It doesn't have the slots in the top. And this end panel, make sure that the holes in the side, that double set of holes, faces the back panel and not the front panel. And take my short 8mm screw, insert it through the hole at the top, and help guide it in here, and take my little nut and start threading it on. And I'll use my screwdriver in a bit and tighten it up. But doing all 4 corners, don't fully torque them down. You still need a little flex during the rest of assembly. So I'll go ahead and do the rest. All right, once we have a partial or dry fit with the brooder, we're going to pop these end caps onto the end of our legs. There's 1 at each leg. May help to have a hammer or the palm of your hand. To reduce the wobble factor during assembly, I've taken one of the short 8mm screws and stuck them in this corner just to add a little rigidity during assembly. And now we're ready to put the legs on. To ease assembly, I've turned the brooder upside down. I'll take my leg, line up the holes, insert the screw. So we're going to do one final snug before we turn over the brooder and put in the bottom grill. During the assembly here, you may need to loosen some of the nuts and bolts just to better adjust the panels. You may need a little encouragement for fit. So we'll turn this over and get cracking. We're going to insert the bottom grill. That was a lot easier before we started filming. Press that into place and insert the catch tray. Now it's time for the lid. Next we'll insert the brackets for the lid, which insert into the slots. So this will slide in Then you'll turn it and hold it like so. Take my short screw, insert it, and place a bolt. Sorry, nut. So that when finished, the bracket appears like so. All right, next we'll affix the lid. We'll use the 10mm nut and bolt. I'm just going to pre-thread this here. So now we're going to install the support cable with a 10mm machine screw, lock nut, and washer. Machine screw will insert through the outside of the brooder via the top hole at the center of the end panel. Place the loop of the cable over the screw, followed by a washer, followed by the lock nut, and partially tighten. And this is the same process for the opposite side and the lid. Hold on. Once you're close to tighten, I'm going to reorient the cable so that the loop is pinched well between the brooder and washer, and then finish my tightening. That way, it points towards the door. The heat lamp support bracket is held on by an 8mm machine screw and nut. Simply insert the screw and tighten down the nut. The hole for the heat lamp support is at the top of the bracket and not at the base. To assemble the heat lamp support, take the round cap and tap that in to the end. Insert the eye loop to the base of the support and use the lock nut to tighten down. So you can leave this as tight or as loose as you desire. This will also aid in adjusting the height of the heat lamp. And to use, slide into the bracket like so. This little lip here will go into the base of the support and help steady it. And that's how you assemble a QuickClean Brooder. If you have any questions about Premier or Premier items, you can give us a call at 1-800-282-6631 or visit our website at premieronesupplies.com. Have a wonderful day.